Well, I just got a text message from my dad. And my parents are talking about putting down Madison, their cat. You know, originally my cat. If you know me, you know the story. She's 20 years old now. And they're saying that she's peeing all over their living room. She's been doing this for a while. And today she went and peed on their couch. And I guess my mom is really upset about it. And they don't see a fix to the problem because she's already so old. Like 20 is like old for a cat. I don't even know what that is in cat years. You know? Like probably in her 80s, right? So I feel really weird right now. They want me to go over to their house to go to the vet with them. And part of me is like, well, do I not go because it's just gonna make me feel worse when I already feel bad? But then am I gonna regret it if I don't go? But I do feel like there is a responsibility to her to be there for her in this moment. I told my dad not to do it today, but he's like, no, today's a good day. I'm like, I don't know. I want to spend some time with her, like alone, like maybe in my old bedroom or something before. And I'll film that, but I won't film like going to the vet. That's just too sad. Like I don't want to remember that. Well, it is 2 days later. I have convinced my dad to wait, okay? But he says that we do have to do this. It's coming to that point. Nobody wants to do it. You know, she can barely hear anymore. She is calling out like weird, like squawking almost sounds. And when I think about it, I really think she's older than 20, okay? I really think she's like 22. Because when I adopted her from the cat shelter, she was already like a year old. And part of me is going, why am I filming this? I know, creature, it's a bad day. But at least I have cute boots on, right? Anyways. Hello, Madison. Madison. See, I don't think she can hear very well at all. I don't think she can hear me. Madison. They have a heating bed right here. I just feel like you can set up a different room or something where it's not going to be a big deal. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, maybe not free range over the whole house.
But she'll soak any room we put her in. And she'll be unhappy.
Why do you think, doesn't she only do it in the one room?
No, she does it all over. She does it in the dining room, and she does it in the bath, the closet, the laundry room. She does it in the closet in the laundry room. I hate it. But, you know,
What you doing? What you doing? I don't think she wants to be out.
Wow, tough luck. She's not going to pee in the living room again. She's been peeing on the couch in there. I
Yeah.
caught her doing that twice yesterday. And I think she'd done it before because of the way the couch smelled.
Yeah.
And that's not okay. There you go, sweetie. Do your thing. Just stay in there and pee.
I don't think that's how you do it.
I don't think she's going to cooperate.
No, you can't force her to pee where you want her to pee.
Well, I'm not going to let her pee in the living room again. Where'd she go?
There's no peeing. I just saw her starting to on the couch, so I grabbed her.
Oh, God, if she even goes on the couch, you grab her. Come on, Maddie, you're going back outside. Come on, Maddie. Come on. Don't let Dia. Because that girl's sneaky. Isn't she? She's sneaky. You stay out here and keep an eye. She can come in now.
I'm not gonna know if she pees or not.
You're gonna watch.
I have to watch to make sure she pees. Oh, there's peeing. There's peeing.
Did she do it?
Yep.
Oh, good girl, Maddie.
I got it on video for you.
Okay, show me. I'm gonna miss you, you know that? I'm gonna miss that caterwauling. Yeah, but you're a loving girl. I'll miss you anyway.
The little stairs going up to right here so they can sit next to each other.
Hi, little Maddie girl.
Madison. Yeah. Madison. How are you, Madison? Madison, you see that squirrel over there? See him hopping over there, Madison? You see something? You see something over there? Oh, it's that squirrel I told you about. He's over there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, he sees Madison. Hear him? See that? It's because he sees Madison. One time, I saw Madison. Where'd she go? In the window, watching a squirrel, and they were waving their tails at each other, talking with tails. I know it sounds silly, but I saw it happen. Madison, do you see that squirrel? Madison, you see him? He's talking to you. Madison, he's talking to you. Oh. Now he's in the trees. Wave your tail at him. Man, wave your tail. Madison, why aren't you talking to that squirrel? Alright. I'm only going to film this once, so if I mess up, just forgive me for it. We just got back from the vet, like a while ago. I'll tell you the story. I'm someone who likes a lot of detail, okay? So it's one of the things that people find annoying about me, but for some reason it helps me. So I'm just gonna share like everything that happened, and if it's too much for you, well, then don't watch it. I got Madison when I was 19 from a cat shelter in Sherwood. And when I met her, I knew exactly that she was the right cat for our family. They had 5 rooms there at the shelter, and you go in the room and you meet the cats, and she was sleeping in a cat bed thing, and you couldn't see her very well, but something made me go over and pet her. And as soon as I pet her, she came out and sat on my lap because I was sitting on the floor, and she wouldn't leave me then, and I just knew she was my cat. And we were very close for a while until I was getting ready to leave here and move out, and I made the decision to leave her here because my dad and her had bonded so much, and it just seemed mean to do to both of them, and it was just the right thing to do. And I knew I would still see her, on Sundays when I come over. And my dad and I talked today, because I came over here, today's Saturday, and I came over here probably around 2:30 this afternoon, and I just spent time with Madison, and he said he knew this was coming for the last couple of months, that he'd been stalling on it. And I think whenever you adopt an animal, this day is gonna come somehow. And been doing a lot of random thinking about, is it better to be surprised with it? Or is it better to know like this? I don't know. And there's been this feeling of like, this is the right thing to do, okay? I tried to get some shots of seeing how skinny she is, but she still has a lot of fur that's really thick, because she used to be very furry. You know, she's a Maine Coon. So the fact that she's lost a lot of fur and the way she is, you can just tell. Like, she's an elderly cat. Anyways, someone's trying to call me private. It's probably some psycho. Great timing, right? Anyways, so my dad wanted to hold her in the car, and we wrapped a white towel around her. And my mom's always listens to classical music in the car. I don't know, so classical music was playing. Madison was like looking out the window. My mom kept putting her hand on her while we drove. There was just something like not even sad at that moment for me. Then we went in, and my dad said he had requested the last appointment of the day, which was 4:30. They pretty much greeted us at the door, the vet did, and we went into the first room right there. When you walk in, they had a very nice, like, fluffy, like towel or rug or something set up on the thing for her. They said that my dad could hold her. They asked if we want to talk to the vet. We did talk to the vet to see if there was anything that could be done. And since Madison is like between 20 to 22 years old, we're not really sure. And I guess she does have like a heart murmur, and she had some like thyroid problems, and there was just like some health issues. And the vet did say, well, this situation wasn't going to get better. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with making the decision when they still have some life in them. You know, you don't necessarily want to wait till they're, you know, it's so bad that you have no choice. So they kind of said it was the right thing. My dad wanted to hold her, and they first give you one injection, which is just to relax you. And so he was holding her when that happened. And it took a couple of minutes, but then you could just kind of see her body go kind of limp, but she wasn't cold or anything. And I was petting her and holding her paws and stuff. And then the vet came in probably 5 minutes. They wanted her to lay on the table, and they put like a blanket over her, and they did the injection on her back leg. And then it seemed to happen right away. It's just so weird when you watch somebody die. Like, I've seen my grandma die. So it's just like weird. Like, you can literally feel them go. It's like the weirdest thing. And like, even right now, there's like this stillness. Like this weird, like, quietness is the only way I can explain it. And I don't know if that's because the spirit is here with me. It's just, it just stays with you. I know it was the right thing to do. It's just hard, and you know, I did have the choice not to be there, but you gotta be there. Okay? You can't do that. You can't take a creature, an animal into your life and then leave them on their darkest day. You can't do that. I could never be that cruel of a person to anyone. And I guess that's part of the thing. I have a hard time with other people, that they don't have those values, because sometimes the situation isn't even about you anymore. You have a responsibility to them. It's about them, not you. That's what bothers me. And I know I would regret it if I didn't go. I would regret it. I would forever feel like I left her when she needed me. So I petted her when she had passed. I kept petting her, and her body was still warm. But you could just, her eyes were open, and you could just see like them kind of glaze over. You know? But when I did some like research online about dying, it said like there's still brain activity and stuff for like, I don't know, like 8 minutes after the heart stops. So I'm assuming it's the same for cats. So I didn't want to just leave. As much as I've done weird things in my life, I have this strong need to do the right thing when it counts, you know? Like, it's very important to me. I don't want anyone to ever, like, think I abandoned them or that I'm what put them in a bad situation. I don't ever want to have that responsibility. I would never do that on purpose. If it ever happened, it would have been an accident, you know, and I didn't know. So there's just this weird feeling. It's probably going to stay with me all night. And, you know, it's an end of an era. So today is November 11th. I think it's a Veterans Day. And it happened around after 4:30. And we left a little after 5. And now it's 5:35. So I just the situations just keep on. I can't wait for the day something actually amazing happens. It's just insane. Any day, every day, it's just gotten to be more and more awful. When I had to put my other cat down, her name was Mandy, the calico. Oh, her picture's over here. Oh, get it. Since you've already gotten this far with me. This was the cat that I picked when I was 5. I picked her because she was a calico, and I couldn't make a choice on what cat I wanted. So I chose the cat that had all the different colors of all the cats. That was why. When she had to go, it was very obvious because I was a teenager and I was living here, and I had come downstairs and she was by the back door and she was dragging her head on the floor, walking around like all the muscles in her neck let go, and her head was just hanging and dragging. And she knew where I was, and she started walking to me, and she couldn't walk straight, you know, like, and I had to go get my dad up. My dad was taking a nap at the time, and you're not supposed to wake him up when he's sleeping. So I had to go and wake him up and tell him it was an emergency, and we had to take her to the vet, and they said she had a stroke, and they said that it was so bad that they weren't even going to let us take her if we wanted to. That we could sit there until they closed, but there was no choice but to put her down. So I've been through this a couple of times, and I've been through this with friends and their animals. So I do think I'm getting tougher from all my situations. I think I'm getting a little bit tougher here. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, and that doesn't mean I don't have feelings, and that doesn't mean that I need love and caring just like everybody else. I probably needed a lot more, to be honest with you. I have been filming a perfume video too, okay? So I didn't even want to wear any perfume today because I didn't want the association of today you know, with a perfume. So I'm gonna have to stall on the perfume video, I guess. Anyways, if you've gotten this far with me, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm trying to hang in there for myself. Anyways, you guys. It's just this is a sad moment, and I don't mean to be a weirdo, but like I might be messing up the flow of the video here, but I noticed that the video didn't post last night. This video was supposed to go up yesterday. So then I thought that was weird. And then I thought maybe I'm supposed to share this with you. When I got home last night, Creature was running all around, howling, you know, and he doesn't normally do this, okay? It's like he could sense that something happened to me. He could sense that something was off. And the only other time that he had done this was after I've had another crazy situation, and he did the same thing all night. Like, he's so upset that something happened to me that was bad. He does that. And then I also wondered if it meant like Madison was visiting as a spirit, you know? I don't know. But I just think he knows when something happens to me. And here's something I want to say about this, since we're on this topic and we're here, we're already doing it. We might as well. Something I say to people when they lose a pet, okay, is don't go out and get a new pet right away. Okay, don't do it. Don't go out tomorrow and get it. Don't go next week. Don't go next month. Don't do that. Don't think that's going to fix the problem and the pain. You need time to heal from the situation, okay? If you're anything like me with pets, pets are like, you know, your baby, your family member, you know? It's a different type of love than you have with anyone else. And that is something that needs respect. You need to respect it with the grieving. And going out and getting a new pet is not showing that respect, okay? And it's not giving yourself that, because if you bring in a new animal right away, they're going to be able to sense the energy, okay, of your sadness, of the other loss. They might even sense the energy and the smells are still there from the other pet. So if you're able to go out, okay, and adopt another animal right away, I think there's something very wrong with you. Like something seriously wrong with you. And I'm not trying to be a weirdo about it. I really think about that. Like I was thinking about that, okay? And I almost want to make this like a dating question, okay, for me. And they're not going to know why I'm asking, but casually bring up, okay, well, if you lost a pet, would you get a new pet right away, or would you wait like a significant amount of time? We're talking like 6 months to a year or more, okay? And if they say, oh, they have to wait maybe longer, then they're probably a good person. If they can go out and just be like, hey, well, next weekend I went and got a new dog, I would be like, okay, bye. No, because you shouldn't be okay with that, okay? There's something very wrong with that. So I just wanted to share that with you since we're here. And I thank you for supporting me and being here with me. I know I keep bringing up all kinds of great situations. My life is amazing, isn't it? You know, I keep having all of the most awful things happen, it seems. And I don't know why that is, but it keeps on. But I thank you for watching my videos and being here this long and all of that. I am grateful for that, because it does help me to do this. And for me to be able to go back and watch some of these videos and see like how I dealt with it and like remembered little bits and pieces of stuff actually helps me too. There's something about that that helps me. So I just wanted to share that with you.